Hey guys, hope you're having a good week. Just wanted to cover a quick stories here. So, people are talking about Epic Games. Epic Games' Unreal Engine coding standards are now adding a mandate to essentially alter the language to be more inclusive. They're going to be banning terms such as slave, master, and nuke. And I thought this was worth covering. So if you go, and I will include a link to this in the description, if you go to the Epic Games dev.epicgames.com website, and I will include a link, they will have a section here called inclusive word choice, where they say, when you work in the Unreal Engine code base, we encourage you to strive to use respectful, inclusive, and professional language. Word choices applies when you name classes, functions, data structures, types, variables, files and folders, and plugins. It applies when you write snippets of user-facing text for the UI, error messages, and notifications. It also applies when writing about code, such as in comments and change list descriptions. The following sections provide guidance and suggestions to help you choose words and names that are respectful and appropriate for all situations and audiences and be a more effective communicator. So they say, firstly, this is absolutely insane. Like, this is where we are now, where coding is politically incorrect. We're just like, talking about code is enough to drive people like to put this stuff up. It's insane. So firstly, they have a section on racial, ethnic, and religious inclusiveness. Do not use metaphors or similes that reinforce stereotypes. Examples include contrast black and white, or blacklist and whitelist. Do not use words that refer to historical trauma or lived experience of discrimination. Examples include slave, master, and nuke. Now, it says religious inclusiveness, but I don't see any mention of these as examples. So does that simply mean excluding religions? Because I feel like it does. And when they say excluding religions, what religions are they talking about? I can think of only one that they would probably have a problem with. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gender inclusiveness is another section. Refer to hypothetical people as they, them, and their, even in the singular. Refer to anything that is not a person as it and its. For example, a module, plugin, function, client, server, or any other software or hardware component. Do not assign a gender to anything that doesn't have one. Do not use collective nouns like guys that assume gender. Avoid colloquial phrases that contain arbitrary genders like, quote, a poor man's ex, quote. Of course, their emphasis is on man because you can't say man anymore. Slang. Remember that your words are being read by a global audience and may not share the same idioms and attitudes, and who might not understand the same cultural references. Avoid slang and colloquialisms, even if you think they are funny or harmless. These may be hard to understand for people whose first language is not English and might not translate well. Do not use profanity. Overloaded words. Many terms that we use for their technical meanings also have other meanings outside of technology. Examples include abort, execute, or native. When you use words like these, always be precise and examine the context in which they appear. What is this? This is insane. This is programming, isn't it? I thought are we dealing with kindergarten children that don't, like, this is insane. Okay, so here's the word list of terminology that we have used in the Unreal code base in the past that we believe should be replaced with better alternatives. Look, guys, are we going to just exclude anything made on the Unreal Engine now? Because I feel like we might have to do something. Like, this is beyond the pale, although it doesn't, I find it crazy, but I don't think it's actually that unbelievable when you understand that this revolutionary mindset only destroys and it never stops. There is no point at which they say, okay, this is enough. This has to go until there's nothing left. This is why it has to be nipped in the bud, like right off the bat, okay? But here's the word list. I digress. I'm getting triggered. I'm sorry. Blacklist. So then they give you a word name, and then they give you some suggestions for alternatives. So instead of saying blacklist, try deny list, block list, exclude list, avoid list, unapproved list, forbidden list, permission list. All of this is just going to add more work, and I don't see the point. Whitelist. Instead of saying whitelist, say allow list, include list, trust list, safe list, prefer list, approved list, or permission list. Master. Instead of saying master, because we know that's problematic, I mean, like, slavery, that's just all over the country, all over the West. People have, like, parents that were slaves, I think, right? So instead of saying master, say primary, source, controller, template, reference, main, leader, original, or base. And instead of saying slave, say secondary, replica, agent, follower, worker, cluster node, locked, linked, or synchronize. We are actively working to bring our code in line with the principles laid out above. This is just amazing. Like, I think it is hilarious. And I think that you guys should know about this. So this is where it's at. Like, it's literally trying to get into the DNA of our games themselves. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. It's a bit shocking, but I'm not really surprised because I know that this is how this works. It never ends. It has to destroy everything. So let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe, and the Discord will be up hopefully today, and I will see you all there. You can help me produce more content. You can try to support me. I'm trying to work in a schedule for doing videos as well as streaming so that it doesn't conflict with my personal life, because like this is what I do when I get a chance, which is why my uploads can be a little bit sporadic. But if I can find a groove, I will put out regular content, and I will try to also address some other things. So stay tuned to this channel. I got more stuff coming soon. Thanks so much for coming on, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Long live Vivian.